But then we get to NXT of this year, and now this was definitely a better year for NXT than WWE.
And Kevin Owens starting out the year already as champion.
Well, no, actually, Sami Zayn started the year as champion. It was after he beat Neville for the belt at our Revolution that December in 2014. Then they started out the year with the rivalry with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And
Kevin Owens beat him for the title and held on to it since until he lost it to the Demon Finn Balor at Beast in the East.
I don't know why they make him lose it at an event that barely people watch.
You also got the debut of Samoa Joe at Unstoppable, and also going back to the Divas matches for NXT.
Glorious.
Sasha
awesome.
Open up the year. Sasha Banks beats Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch in a fatal 4-way to win the NXT Women's title.
Woo!
And then she would carry on that belt until August in NXT Brooklyn, when Bayley in that great
women's match ever.
No, it was not.
I wouldn't say ever, but it was a great match.
They would never beat Lita
that's
and
just
Trish.
me.
They would never beat Lita and Trish. Never.
The only match I actually cried.
Didn't you cry at the Iron Woman match? What about the Iron Woman match?
Maybe just a bit, but
I love that they're
Brooklyn
giving.
Was special.
I love that they're because Brooklyn wasn't. They was hype, but it wasn't like it was a main event. Well, didn't they? Yeah,
they really treated it like a main event match. They really treated it like a real fight field. They really treated it like it was
I just saw a couple weeks ago.
The storytelling, it was just all of it was there, and all of it was just great.
Yeah, and
that's how you book a women's match.
And even though Finn Balor and Kevin Owens main evented that night, the match of that night was definitely Sasha Banks and Bayley.
Yep.
I mean, not to say Balor and Owens put on a great match because they did.
I remember match.
No, I meant did not. You mean did not?
No, the one in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, that was the match of the.
I wasn't too big on that main event, but yeah, I
no, because we were all focused on Banks and Bayley. And then
they main event the next NXT.
Yeah, but then the next takeover they main event in the 30-minute Iron Woman match.
The funniest one was when Bayley's fan was just like crying.
Oh yeah, because Banks trash talked her.
Yes, that was the best Sasha.
That was, oh my god, that's how you be a heel.
Exactly. Oh yeah, thoughts on Nia Jax going facing Asuka.
What?
Oh wait, because of that interview before the takeover.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
Well, we'll get to that, but we'll get to that.
Happened?
We'll get to that because so NXT Takeover Respect. Nothing happened with the NXT title on that because they did the whole Dusty Rhodes Classic tag team tournament.
Another good moment as well with.
Wait, Nia Jax versus Asuka.
Yeah, but we'll get to that. Okay. Don't worry. Balor and Samoa Joe winning that tournament. To be short, this year was also the year of a great tag team in Chad Gable and Jason Jordan. The birth of it, and people are still behind it today. And just then the next takeover, which was this past takeover, was
London.
Was in London.
For London.
It was good for what it was worth.
Or I wasn't watching
the Bayley match.
I'll say this. I'll say this. Takeover London. It was okay. It wasn't like it's not up there with the great takeovers, but it was good.
What are those only great ones? Our Evolution.
Yeah,
Brooklyn and Respect.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, Takeover London was.
I thought it was going to be bigger, and I especially thought that it was going to look different. But once the match started, it was just completely dark. It was like, oh wait, where's the rest of the crowd?
You have Asuka going over on Emma.
Boom, squash match, take her out.
I really thought.
The rare views that she was doing of the hip attacks, people were on Twitter saying that she did it better than Naomi. That is a false
accusation.
Or that's a false opinion or whatever.
No, that's a,
I mean, it's all an opinion. It's all an
but
opinion.
Naomi has the best review, even though she's the only person who actually does it. But
You also, I really thought Enzo and Cass were gonna win the tag titles.
I
I really believed in it as
I
well.
really-
I really
no.
believed it once they hit their tag finisher, but then one of the guys like pulled Enzo out, or
Aw, so what are you gonna do now?
but they kept the now they have the Dash and Dawson still had the NXT tag
I wonder
titles.
what they're gonna do now.
I don't know. What else have you have Bailey and Nia Jax. I'm gonna say what I was gonna say before with Asuka and Nia Jax. What happened was before the match they had someone interviewed Nia, and then she goes, "Are you looking at something?" And then
The camera
Asuka.
pans
and then the
over.
pans over and it's Asuka looking at Nia
It's
Jax.
like, oh,
Nia
yeah.
would crush. I love ever since watching Breaking Ground and how nervous she was and how like watching her first match, even I saw it live or whatever, and like
Saturday Night Live.
live watching it live and seeing how nervous she was and everything. I like love her so much more than I did, and plus she's like Eva Marie, or she was Eva Marie's partner at one time. But yeah, Nia would. I don't know, cause how's Asuka, whatever her name is, gonna do those kicks on
Nia Jax. But yeah, but then yeah, it was Nia Jax versus Bailey, and it was an okay match. I wouldn't say it was great, but she
How
made
did she win?
Bailey made Nia tap out with like a guillotine
The one
type
she did on
of
Sa- the one she did on
guillotine
Sasha?
headlock.
Similar to what Daniel Bryan does.
What?
She did like a guillotine headlock
I saw her do that, but then I walked away and all of a sudden a bell rang. I was like, she didn't Billy Nia Jax, of course.
No, she couldn't
No,
do it on the
she didn't.
second rope. That's the only
But she
way
tried to do it on second rope.
No,
Unless
that's the only way we would do it.
Nah, she couldn't have done it. But instead, she made Nia Jax tap out with a guillotine headlock.
Wow.
Oh yeah, then Baron Corbin defeated Apollo Crews. I was shocked
What?
at that. I was shocked at that.
What?
What?
I know we thought Apollo Crews was gonna get the win.
Yeah, but I was like, oh wow, okay. They have Apollo Crews lose. Okay, I guess. I don't know. I didn't know what to think of that. But like,
why I haven't seen the last two NXTs after London, but I wonder how Apollo Crews is doing now.
oh, they didn't even. I don't know. They haven't really like
Shown him
shown him that much. They haven't really shown him after Takeover.
Huh.
Apollo Crews.
Yeah. But then we get to Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor for the NXT Championship.
Good match. That was a
It
good
was
match.
pretty good. I'll say match of the night for that, because I didn't see any other match.
And
on that
we got a
card.
different variety of demon this time.
Yeah, instead he dressed as Jack the Ripper.
Who's that?
He was a killer in the 1800s in London, a serial killer.
Oh boy.
And Finn Balor dressed as Jack the Ripper in at
Guess
Takeover
Jack-
London.
Which you have.
Which is
He was a serial killer in the 1800s.
And what if-
in London?
If they had to make a parody of that, what if someone said, "Hey Jack, you ripped a big one"?
Oh, really? But yeah, Finn Balor goes over Samoa Joe and he retains the NXT Championship. And yeah, that was probably the match of the night, and that's pretty much NXT in general this whole year. It was just like craziness and just great matches this whole year.
and they sure got like they got this year was probably the best year NXT just because of how they got sometimes put over WWE in some cases.
It's also grown very well as well. It's also grown quite well developmentally and physically as well.
I'm sure they'll do specials in other countries, probably Germany, probably hell, they may even go to Australia.
I've already mentioned that NXT is going to be in Houston before WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, that's
Houston,
true. That's true. I
Even
heard
Houston
that.
gonna be really lucky.
If NXT does better with their takeover in Houston than WrestleMania 32, I will really be disappointed in
That
WWE.
yeah,
No, they should make.
they draw more people. They get the highest attendance than WrestleMania.
No, not high attendance, but it's just
WWE should
better.
just quit.
in general.
WWE should just quit. Just never do WWE again. Just watch NXT.
Oh god, I mean, that's that's way far off. But who knows what would happen there?
One can only wonder.
But yeah, definitely, this was a great year for NXT, but a bad year for WWE.
But the thing about it is, don't half of the people in NXT run WWE, so why would they make? I feel like because NXT was so short that they really thought about what they had to put in, but it was so short time, so people actually wanted to make it good because like they managed to have 2 Diva matches in less than an hour. WWE only have 1 Diva match in 3
Wait,
hours.
Mike, there's something else if you forgot to mention as well. Or just in general.
And that is
Hogan controversy.
Oh yeah.
You've been through so much, Hogan, only to get.
They're gonna bring
You
it
just
back.
screw that up, but
Terminate
who knows?
contract, no longer part of WWE. He never existed.
yeah, it's such a
He
shame
was
that
on a
they would even erase him just because of that. Donald Trump has said worse stuff, and he's running for president, and he's still in WWE's Hall of Fame.
They wouldn't want to take Donald Trump out because Donald Trump, if he becomes president, which he won't, he probably would ban WWE from being on TV.
No, he's in the WWE's Hall of Fame. How's he gonna ban
I'm
it?
saying if they took him out of the Hall of Fame, he'd probably ban.
Wait, don't forget him. Also, unfortunately, the passing of the American.
I was actually gonna get to that.
And Dusty
and Rowdy
and some other guy.
Yeah, definitely not a good year for WWE. Like legend wise and current product wise, because you have obviously they erased Hulk Hogan from history, another legend, but then they lose 2 other legends and Dusty Rhodes.
Plus, the person who made Triple H's theme. Something like that.
Oh yeah, Motorhead.
He passed away too.
Lead singer from Motorhead recently passed. Lemmy. Yeah, Dusty Rhodes and Roddy Piper dying. We covered that in our podcast and that in some of our videos, and that was definitely devastating to hear that those 2 passed it in 2 separate months. Like I think it was June or no May. I think it was May. Dusty passed. And then the next month in June, Roddy Piper passed.
Because I remember when Dusty passed, I was at my cousin's house, and then as soon as I came from my cousin's house, I got picked up from my dad, and me and my brother, we were on Instagram, and I see The Rock post this long message, and it has Roddy Piper. I'm like, he did not die, and Sean is just like going crazy, like, oh my god, he didn't die, and it was just like, he was like, that's a lie. I'm like, no, he died. I was like, wow, like this song was just like,
yeah. Such a shame, and also Nick Bockwinkel too, who is another great wrestler passing away recently. So a lot of
I'm just waiting for Ric Flair.
Just lose a lot of he ain't.
I'm just playing.
He ain't dying. He ain't dying yet.
Kidding. Wait, who'd you say?
He just said and probably Ric Flair.
No, not yet.
No, he's still. He looks in good health, so I don't think he's.
Are you in good hands?
How about how you say her name? Rosa Mendez. She has gotten really fat since she.
Isn't she pregnant?
Yeah, she's pregnant.
That's what happens when you get pregnant. Well, you just get bigger. But
yeah, she looks good though. She doesn't look too bad, and she's still trying to work out, which is a bad idea. She's probably squishing the baby every day, which she does. But yeah, she's doing good. I looked on her. Gram. She should have the baby before. I mean, January, February. So.
Oh yeah, now you were gonna tell me about Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Yes, let's get this out of the way. Oh wait, I guess one last thing, wrestling related. We gotta talk about going in 2016 now. How much we're excited for Lucha Underground.
Oh yeah, that's coming back in January.
Mysterio's.
Oh yeah, did you see the trailer?
I saw the trailer.
I was shocked. I was like, oh man, Rey Mysterio's gonna be there.
What's he gonna do? And he doesn't age either.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't age, no. But yeah, I'm really excited for it. I'm definitely am. And with Rey Mysterio now on board, it's like now you got a big name, and now you could really do a lot with this.
Yes.
I really did have Alberto and
Rey Mysterio.
I think Del Rio's obviously not going to be there because he's with WWE now. He's the U.S. champ. Morrison.
Was he champ in Lucha Underground, or was that?
He was AAA champ, but he wasn't he wasn't champion with Lucha Underground.
Oh, okay. But I heard Melina got cut off.
Well, I think it was just a one-time thing with her.
I thought it was.
Yeah. John Morrison, I don't know if he's still going to be back. I think he'll be back.
Johnny Mundo.
Yeah, you know what? He was shown in the trailer, if I'm not mistaken. So
John Morris.
Johnny Mundo.
Yeah, John
That's
Morrison.
funny,
He's Johnny Mundo.
like, this summer.
Yeah, that's right. He was in the trailer, so he'll be in season 2.
Wait, is it live?
I don't think so. I think they're taped.
Did they do like in
Well, because it is a show after all.
Because they never do. I mean, season like every season. I don't know why. Lucha Underground does like season this and WWE doesn't do that.
Well, that's why it's different.
It looks
that's
like
why
they're trying to. It looks like an actual show.
Yeah.
The first show you watched was really like great.
And the best part is that they take breaks so that you don't get tired of it.
I'm also curious as to
just like WWE. WWE like will go on month after month after month and go week after week.
And I'm curious as to how if the Lucha Underground is going to be in the same location or if they're going to be somewhere different.
I think
it has to be a new location because the owner blew up the place at the season.
What?
Well, that's storyline. They didn't actually blow up the place.
Well, it looks, but from what they showed, boom, they exploded. So they're probably going to be somewhere else.
I'm sure they'll be somewhere else. Yeah. But yeah, I'm totally excited for Lucha Underground. I cannot wait to watch that.
Yeah.
That's in mid-January or late January.
Really? Next summer?
No, next summer.
No, next month.
Oh.
It's in January. No.